very spoilt here on the Rietspruit Reserve.
How awesome is that, guys? Right past the front of our truck. Look at that, everybody. They are just unreal.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Painted Dog TV with me, Gareth Poole, as your guide. We have the fine gentleman Andrew on camera with us this afternoon, everybody. Very excited to be back out on the Rietspruit Game Reserve. Very excited to see what this afternoon has in store for us. We just going about 20 minutes ago, Andrew and I had left camp. Got an update from one of the other guides that apparently there were tracks of some of the lionesses near one of the prominent water holes on the northern side of the property, which is where we're heading. We're going to go work in that area and see if we can find those lionesses for you. It's been a while since we've caught up with the pride, and I believe the pride is still split up. So 3 on the western half of the reserve and 3 on the eastern half of the reserve, and just haven't really connected again in quite some time now. It's almost been, must be 4 weeks, I think. It's been a good while. But we thought what we'd do, everybody, is start with the incredible African wild dogs that are in the Boma. We're approaching that area now. It's just up ahead here. And just wanted to quickly touch base with them. Obviously very, very fortunate to have them here. And really hoping that it won't be long now before we'll introduce the females to these males. And of course, tonight's show, That's Wild. I'll be joined by Grant Beverley this evening, everybody, on our show, which I'm very excited about. So all things African wild dog. We've had some incredible moments over the last 2 weeks with our conservation work, which again has been such a privilege, and we're just so grateful to be involved with it. And thank you to our pack that helped us get involved. Absolutely incredible stuff that we've been up to. So for those of you who've missed it, please join us tonight on That's Wild. We'll be showing you some of the footage and chatting to Grant Beverley about everything that we've got up to in the last 2 weeks, and we'll also be finding out more about what's happening with the females that are hopefully coming here to the Rietspruit Game Reserve. Right, let's see who has joined us. Good afternoon. Oh, lots of people. Hello, everybody. Hello, Jennifer, Mary, Barbara, Di, Betty, Elsa, Rosemary, Carol, JP. A good afternoon to all of you. Thanks for joining us, guys. It's a beautiful day, but beautiful weather. It's quite a warm one. It's about 36 degrees Celsius here today. So the water holes are going to be a good bet this afternoon, I would imagine. But first things first, the wild dog Boma, or rather the predator Boma, which currently has wild dogs in it. I see ears. Let's go around this way. I think we might get a better look. Dogs are just here close to the gate. Oh, there you go. Shame, they're excited. We haven't brought food, boys. That we haven't done, so apologies. Oh man, what a treat though, having them come up to the fence like this. Some very interesting behavior here. I'm just busy observing the collared male on the far right. He's definitely one of the older dogs in the pack, presumably the alpha. And it's interesting to see his behavior and how the other dogs approach him. So there's definitely hierarchy amongst a pack like this. And so the other males will be submissive to the dominant male. Sorry boys, we are not the ones that bring the food, but I'm sure it won't be long before you have another meal. And yeah, like I say, everybody, very, very excited to find out more from Grant tonight about what the progress is with the females we've been trying to bring here. Cannot wait to set these animals free once again. Look at those ears. God, I love those ears. Just looking again at this dog in picture here, everybody. The one with the collar. You can see how old he is just by looking at that face. The wear and tear, but also the size of his head in comparison to the other males, the younger males in the pack. Just beautiful, eh? Just so beautiful. Yes, Marcy, they look great indeed. They really are, doing very well here. Obviously, we feed them on a regular basis. They've got water, got good cover, especially now at this time of the year. We've had a good amount of rain recently, so the bush is getting really, really thick. They'll have lots of good shade and cover inside the boma here. Betty, I see that you've asked the question, were their ears notched? No. Don't often find that they'll notch predators' ears. So all of those little nicks that you see on that alpha male in his ears are most likely a combination of fighting with other dogs. They often bite each other on their ears when they're fighting. And then a lot of it is also just from running through thick bush. Obviously these wild dogs move at incredible high speeds when they're chasing their prey. And sometimes the ears get nicked, on these very harsh thorn trees that we find out here in their natural habitat. I mean, you look at the alpha's ears in comparison to the younger males in the pack, and you'll notice the younger males have very clean edges to their ears. Just haven't been in many fights and haven't had the same wear and tear on those ears from years of hunting yet. Just sitting here watching us, waiting for me to get off the vehicle and deliver them a meal. Sadly, boys, that's not me. I'm not going to do that, but I'm sure Jakes will be along soon. All right, folks, I'm going to love and leave these wonderful dogs, leave them in peace, and head up to Lowveld of South Dam to see if we can find any tracks of these lionesses. I wanted to come past the boma here as well to look for their tracks, because we know that the lions have been attracted to the boma on several occasions. Obviously picking up on the scent of the dogs, probably picking up on the scent of the carcasses that we've repeatedly dropped here. It's always worth checking here. If the lions are on this part of the reserve, there's a good chance they'll come past the boma. It's also always good just to make sure that the dogs are still okay, which they certainly are. A lovely way to start our afternoon. Oh wow, here's an awesome bird. I don't know if we're going to capture it. It is now just climbing up into the wind. That's not going to be easy. Nah, it's gone. That was a African harrier hawk, everybody. Old name Gymnogene. An incredible bird which has a unique talent of digging inside natural cavities within trees, looking for baby squirrels, looking for baby birds, which is what it predominantly feeds on. They do sometimes feed on snakes as well. Marcy, I see you asked how's the dog doing with 3 legs. He's doing very well. I saw him there. He's up and about, and he came to greet us before lying down. The amputee is still doing very well. Incredible how resilient these wild animals are. Talk about spider webs, Andrew. I'm covered in them. Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, the spiders are back. Story of my life. As with most of our insects, all back now. right into the swing of things here. Summer in full swing. So unfortunately we haven't actually managed to capture it during a live drive, but we've had 2 sightings of 2 of the most dangerous snakes in the last 24 hours here, everybody. Just busy stopping for some beautiful zebra here on the left. They're joined by some impala, a small herd of impala here as well. Just go back and see if we can get another shot. A little bit of a thick area they're in, but you can see them beautifully now. Interesting markings on that zebra there. Look at its saddle, look at its midriff. Very unique markings on the top of its back there. Look at that. I have seen similar markings before. Oh, gee whiz. There they go. My goodness. High speed. Unreal. Probably 2 stallions. That's what it looked like, busy chasing each other there. But yeah, amazing spot pattern, which is not something you usually refer to when you're looking at a zebra. It's usually stripes that we talk about. But there must be a recessive gene that pops up every now and then, because I have seen that before, where they'll actually have a number of spots that break up the stripes. Really beautiful, unique differentiation in markings. Marcy, I see you've asked for an update on the cheetah cub. The update is we don't have one, unfortunately. Nobody's seen mom or cub for a while, and yeah, we've had no further signs. Andrew did check there this morning again, I believe. He was along the fence and didn't see any fresh tracks of any of those cheetah. So yeah, only time will tell. Hopefully they're okay. Right, so just going up along the airstrip here outside Boskamp, the main camp here on the Blowbank property. This is the quickest route to get up to the waterhole where we were told about the tracks of these lionesses. But one thing we do know is that waterhole does attract a lot of game here in the afternoons. So I'm hoping we'll find a whole bunch of variety of birds, mammals, possibly reptiles at this little waterhole this afternoon, and then of course look to see if we find any tracks of the lionesses. Good afternoon, Connie. Lovely to have you with us. Hope you're having a good day. We certainly are. Always are out here. This beautiful reserve. just busy listening to all the updates on the radio here.
Road, and then I heard something about concert site later on. I've done that check at Bovo Lincoln, picked them up there. So they've either gone to Bergview side or they've gone further down Concert Road, but I couldn't see them at this stage. Did you not go down Concert Road?
So all 3 lions were this morning, everybody, on Leadwood. They were found late in the morning, and they were very close to one of the little water holes there called Lodge Pan. And yeah, I'm just listening now. Kevin and a couple of the other Leadwood homeowners have gone past that area and have found absolutely no sign. So the male lions have moved on, and you never know, they might have picked up on these females that we're looking for this afternoon. So awesome to know, first of all, that all 3 males were together. So the injured male was spending time with his 2 brothers. And awesome to know that they're also not too far away from the pride. So we might get lucky this afternoon with a whole bunch of lions. See how it goes. Kevin for Gareth. Afternoon, Kev. I'm just coming down Hoofpad now to check the Lowveld of South Dam area. Apparently reports of tracks of lionesses in that area.
Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't out for very long this morning, so I'm not sure. I didn't hear that while I was still out.
Okay, copy that. Hello Michael, nice to see you with us. I see that Michael's commenting on the recent incredible video that I shared on social media of a beautiful home that my father's just completed, that he's built here on Leadwood Big Game Estate, which is part of this game reserve that we operate on. Yeah, Michael, I'm sure my dad won't mind loaning it out to the Painted Dog family. Just get in touch with him and you never know.
It's a good video.
Yeah, very good video that was put together by my guys. The team here at Painted Dog TV put an amazing video together for my dad of that beautiful home. You should go check it out, everybody. Just head to my Facebook page and you'll see it there. Absolutely stunning home that's now up for sale. First come, first serve. This road that we're driving along here, everybody, is called Hoofpad, which directly translated means main road. It's the most prominent road that runs right through the middle of the reserve, and a little bit further along here we'll take a left to get to the waterhole where apparently there were tracks of lionesses. But it's a really good road because of the substrate of soil. It's really easy for me to see tracks of animals along here, which is also why I wanted to check here. leopard tracks here. That's very cool, everybody. Looks relatively fresh as well. Tracks of a female leopard here. Just want to check to see if she did continue up the road here or if she came back to Hoofpad. She walked up here, everybody. Maybe we're going to see a leopard this afternoon. Come on. Fresh, bro. Fresh. She's walking now. Fresh female leopard tracks. Now, I would guess that this is the other Kudu Krip youngster, everybody. We're not too far from Lowveld of South Dam, and we know that this is her territory. She's also one of our more relaxed females on the reserve. One of the young females that's is just now starting to establish territory in this part of the reserve. Yeah, head on a swivel indeed, Andrew. Oh, I have a good feeling in my gut. Come on. She may have headed towards the dam as well. We know that she's often seen there. We know that she hunts around this waterhole. There's lots of antelope that are attracted to this waterhole. That's just kicking up now. Looks like she may have turned off the road. Just quickly have a look at this intersection to see if we see any more tracks here, see which way she's gone. If she was still coming along the road, I should be able to see them along here. Yeah, and here we go. Just seeing one set of tracks here that don't actually look as fresh as the ones we had before. Up on this termite mound. Leopards will often climb up termite mounds like these. They leave their scent behind, but just on a termite mound because it puts them up above the grass line, so at a vantage point where they can then scan their surroundings and look. It's very hard here though, so I can't see if she did come up on this mound, but it would be my best guess because the last tracks are just here where I marked on the road and then they disappear. So from here she's gone off, but she'll probably come back to the road, everybody. I think she's heading to the same waterhole we're heading toward. Carol's asking if you remembered your water bottle.
I did this time.
He did this time, Carol.
Yeah, I was struggling this morning.
Oh dear. Yeah, there you go. Her tracks are back on the road here, everybody. I reckon she just went up on that termite mound, lay down there for a short time and then moved on back along the road here. Still see the tracks there.
Faint,
Yeah, very faint tracks of her there, but she is still walking along the road here, everybody. You can just see it here. She actually slowed down right down here, because her front paw has now, her back paw is larger track will be the front paw and the narrower track being the back paw, and there's two tracks that have registered right there. So she just slowed down ever so slightly. Must have been watching something or picked up on the scent of something that forced her to slow down, but then she's carried on along the road here. Yeah.
When you're tracking, why do you draw the little line so you know where to come back?
Yeah. So Andrew's just asked me a question, everybody. Why do I draw a line with my shoe behind the tracks of the leopard? That's so that if I continue along the road and don't see any further tracks, I know where the last set of tracks were. It's just a lot easier for me to then spot, the line in the sand that I've drawn. The tracks are still here. Literally come around every single corner and just pray that I'm going to see her walking along the road. It's so exciting. I can still see her tracks on the road here, everybody. There's a big intersection that's coming up ahead, which we'll check and just see which way she's gone from there. Oh, lion tracks. Oh, come on, car. Right. So, as I said before, everybody, we were coming down here to look for the lions, and now there are lion tracks here as well. You can clearly see the bigger paw marks on the road, and now these tracks are also going the opposite area. So I'm just going to quickly hop off the vehicle, everybody, and just try to figure out which way the lionesses have gone. Also want to try and gauge what the leopard did here. So the leopard tracks, everybody, have disappeared. I wonder if this leopard didn't pick up on these lionesses and changed her direction completely, because I can no longer see any leopard tracks. I'm still going to just go behind the vehicle and see where these lionesses turned off. Just gave Andrew a heart attack. Hello everybody, I'm back. Disconnected. Okay. So it looks like, everybody, these lionesses cut through the block of bush behind us, heading in a westerly direction. So what we're going to do is we're going to loop around and just check the next road over to see if we have any luck with finding further tracks back that way. No more tracks of the female leopard. I think she probably did have a run in, or at least picked up on these lionesses and then changed her plan completely. Obviously, being very nervous of lions, a leopard would always do that. So yeah, let's head back and see if we can find these lionesses. It's almost impossible for me to now figure out where that leopard went, as much as I always would love to continue tracking a leopard. It's going to be very difficult from here, but I'm hopeful we'll find more signs of these lionesses on the other side here. There's tracks of some of the lionesses on Poachers Road just south of Ilant Junction that head in a southwesterly direction into the block. I'm going to follow up on those tracks. There were tracks of a female leopard as well on Poachers Road heading north, but lost the tracks there where I found the lioness tracks. Lionesses tracks look like they're probably still from last night, to be honest. So you'll see the road I'm on here now, everybody, is definitely not a road that gets driven all that much. Become completely overgrown. So what I'll do when I'm on a road like this where I can't actually see, tracks of lions on the road, you just got to be very careful not to go past tracks. So what you want to do is just check the prominent game paths that run across the road, because that's the most obvious route that the lions will take. They often just walk along these game paths, the path of least resistance. But the next road we come out on is a road that does get used a bit more often, so that'll be our best bet to find more tracks. But once again, nice to be driving in an area that doesn't get driven very often. It's a beautiful section, this. So presumably the lionesses left the road because they picked up on something. Either could smell something or hear something moving out this way, and they were potentially hunting in this area. I think I've got tracks here again. Yes, indeed. Those lionesses must have popped out somewhere up there and they've walked along the road here. Jolly goodly, jolly goodly. Very good. Very nice. Wow, look at those clouds up there. Jeez, like, that's some serious cumulonimbus that's building above the Drakensberg. Could be quite a storm coming our way. The temperature has dropped dramatically in the last half an hour and the winds have picked up. Obviously coming in front of that storm or cloud that we see up there. wonder if we're about to get some rain. Looks like those lionesses may have changed direction again, everybody. Not seeing any tracks on the road here, although it is a tough road because, again, very overgrown. Seeing lots of zebra tracks here. It's quite possible that that's what these lionesses were hunting. Go ahead, Matt.
Have you had any tracks or signs of the elephants?
No, negative.
Copy.
See, there's a big sodic area in here on our right. We've often found these lionesses resting in areas like this, nice big open patch. Just stick our nose in there and see if, just to see if they're not here. Just trying to find a way in here. Watch your head there, Andrew. Just going to hop off the vehicle quick here, everyone, so that I don't have to crash over trees for no reason. I just want to check the edge of this sodic area for signs of these lionesses. No sign of them in there. Get back to the road. Now, I think these lionesses have left the road and continued the direction they were headed, which is south. So we'll just have to work our way around to where I think the tracks might come out. Very cool plant that's growing in front of us here, everybody. Something which you only see coming up this time of the year after the first rains. A plant called a tall white squill. Now it's going to get a lot of white flowers coming out on it a little bit later, but a very unique plant that grows out here. Beautiful plant. A tall white squill, one of my favorites. Absolutely gorgeous. Looks like it's about to burst with its flowers. Yeah, very, very soon. They explode with colour, which of course will attract lots of insects and birds. Very cool plant. Watch your head here again, Andrew. Used to be a road back here that cuts in the direction I want to head, so I just want to go back and see if I've missed it, everybody. On it now. Good afternoon, Andrew. Good to have you with us, sir. We're happy to know that we have found some fresh tracks of lions that we're busy searching for in this area. Some lionesses, that is. A beautiful section that we're driving through here. But the thing has down. We've now got into an area where there aren't very busy road networks, and so we're having to just take it slow and check very carefully along the game paths through here. Good afternoon, Sue and CJ. Lovely to have you with us. Beautiful afternoon here on the Rietspruit Game Reserve. That little breeze is turning into quite a strong wind at the moment, everybody. Which does seem to unsettle a lot of the general game. They get quite nervous in strong wind. Obviously they cannot then smell and hear predators approaching all that well. And so we'll often push into thicker, denser bush to try and get away from that strong wind. And they'll be slightly more on edge. The lionesses, however, will absolutely love this breeze. Right, so good chance they might have come along here, this game path that we've just reached here. There you go. Bang on the money. Here are the tracks again, everybody. Andrew will be able to show you those tracks down there now. So we're still on the right track, everyone. We got them. Yeah. See one of the lionesses here. Another one here. And their tracks, the lion's tracks, are on top of zebra tracks. So I would imagine these lionesses were trailing zebra here early this morning. I've got tracks of these. I've got tracks of the lionesses again on Cub's track that are heading south towards poachers. My colleague and buddy behind me here, Andrew, is hoping that the leopard ran this direction as well, everybody. Yeah, you never know. Right, now, where did they go from here? Oh, they went up and down here, all different directions. But it looks like predominantly going west. Always tough to tell when you've got tracks going both ways. See the disturbed swell here where one of the lionesses So having just now walked down the road, I've figured out the direction. So it looks like they may have had a go at something and got split up a little bit, but they met up, the pride met up on the corner there, lay down, and then came back this way. So a number of them went that way to go and meet up with one of the other lionesses. They met up at that point, they've turned around and they've come back this way. So we need to head east. Oh dear, they have gone off again. Making us work hard, these lionesses. Going to go back a little bit, everyone. I want to just see where these lionesses have turned off.
I'm not sure if the herd's ahead of him or not.
Kevin, let's go initial update. Thank you. Go again.
I had a brief sighting of the elephant Poole tracking bushveld, heading south to the east towards leopard gun. Not sure if the herd's ahead of him, but going in, probably going to end up at leopard gun. Half an hour to an hour.
So the tracks have turned here, everybody. Very difficult, can't see where they've turned off here, so we'll just go on gut. I think these lions might have cut through the block again, everyone. They haven't come back to the road here. Now, we've basically just done one full circle. It was just here where we were tracking that female leopard. And I mentioned how she probably went up on that termite mound. We've just driven past there, everybody. So just going to quickly loop around to the next road where I'm hoping to pick up on tracks of the lionesses. Oh, hello wind. Yeah, I think it's all coming in front of that low pressure system we're seeing on top of the mountain.
Typical day Andrew forgets his jacket.
No, you're welcome to use mine if you want, bud. I'm not going to be using a jacket. I see that Sue and Mary have asked about the tall white squill and the scent of the flower. To be honest with you, no, I don't think it does give off a strong scent. I actually can't remember. It's been so long since I've actually gone up close and tried to smell one of them, but it would probably trigger in my memory if it had a strong scent. So I don't think so. I have to wait till we see some flowering and give it a good whiff and see, but I don't think so. Making sure we didn't drive past these lionesses tracks here on Hoofpad earlier. Don't think so though. I reckon that these lionesses probably came towards this road that we're on now, everybody. Hoping we might find more tracks along here. See some tracks on the road here of rhino, everybody. Not very fresh, however. white rhino bull by the looks of things that walked along here maybe sometime yesterday. It really is beautiful driving along here into the sunset. No tracks yet, everybody. I would have imagined we would have seen them by now. We've now driven past the point of where we had the last tracks on the road parallel to us to the right. Look at that. Oh, not going to see it again. Yeah. Karachani button quail, everybody, that just flew up here. A beautiful bird with the most amazing markings, but a very shy bird that hides in the long grasses here during our summer months. Karachani button quail. Just popped up. I must have disturbed it close to the road, and it landed again where Andrew's focused right now. I'm going to drive past. You never know, we might catch a glimpse of it flying up again, but I think it'll be hiding from us now. Oh, there he goes. So quick. Beautiful bird. First one of the season for me. No lion tracks. Maybe I was wrong earlier. Maybe they didn't go east. Maybe the set of tracks going west. Maybe they gathered and went west, which is the direction we're headed now, so you never know. Might still find further signs, but if I don't find any further signs here, everybody, I am going to probably work my way back to the waterhole I was talking about earlier and just see if any other animals might be around, heading there for a drink. Often get giraffe, waterbuck, zebra, kudu, impala all coming to drink there. The rhino like that waterhole. I reckon that female leopard probably still ended up going that way after deviating around the lionesses. see you've made mention of how poisonous that plant is, the tall white squill. Yes, very poisonous. So as you can imagine, not a lot of animals that feed on it. And the local Shangaan people use it in very small doses to treat lung infections, bronchitis, that sort of thing. But they've got to be quite careful with it because it is very potent. Alrighty. So this is the road where the lion tracks were last, everyone. A couple 100 yards up the road here is where we had them going both directions, east-west. I'm not entirely sure where they've gone from there, but you never know, they might have come west along the road here, a bit further from where we were. I'm going to go past that point, and then, like I've said, head up to Lowveld of South Dam to go and see who's having a drink at the moment. Lionesses might be close by to where we lost the tracks, because we've had no further tracks beyond that point, but it is a very dense area where we were, so I'm not going to waste too much more time there, everybody. We obviously have very limited time left. And just a reminder to everyone who tuned in a little bit later this afternoon, remember to join me and Grant Beverly on the That's Wild show tonight, everybody. It's going to be a goodie. Very excited to have a catch up with Grant and chat about all things African wild dog. We've been very busy with the African wild dogs the last couple of weeks. Grant's certainly been very busy, and it'll be wonderful to hear all of his thoughts and insight. So that'll be just an hour after drive at 7:30 Central African time tonight. Marcy, I see you've also asked about the baby rhino. Yeah, I haven't seen that little calf in a while. I've definitely seen tracks, so it's still, I'm sure, doing very well with mom. I've seen tracks a couple times of the little calf with its mom, close to Kudu Krip, that waterhole closer to our camp. They tend to be spending a lot of time in that area. Hopefully we'll get to catch up with them again soon. So we're back now where I had the last tracks, everyone. You'll actually see here where the lionesses lay down on the left hand side of the road there. You just see that disturbance in the soil there. So a couple of them lay down there and then got up and headed off from this point to where, I don't know, unfortunately, have run out of tracks. Last tracks of this pride are at the junction Poachers and Cubs track. I'm not sure where they've gone from here. I've circled the block, no further signs leaving the area. I reckon they're somewhere in there. But that is deepest, darkest Africa in there, everybody. Very, very dense area. Which is probably why they chose that spot. Keep themselves tucked up and hidden, not to be disturbed by anybody today. Right, let's shoot up to this waterhole, this beautiful waterhole. See who we find. Go ahead. Go ahead, Kevin.
Yeah, there's 3 lionesses tracks. We're going straight on to Cubs from Poachers, where Poachers start going downhill towards the junction.
Yeah, so I had followed their tracks from earlier near Poachers Ilant. They went down Cub Ilant, then Cubs track, then south along Cubs track, and then got to Poachers again, and from there, not sure, but they were generally heading south, and I checked Spoorsnays and didn't find any signs there.
I've just done Cubs from Voldefay, and I'm now heading back towards Poachers, not the Cubs link.
Okay, copy that. Yeah, last tracks I had, like I say, Poachers Cubs track junction. And I came from Voldefay side on Poachers now. I didn't have any tracks down that end.
Yeah, I didn't see you there. I'm going to keep knocking around here.
Copy, I'm going to go check Lowveld Dam. So it sounds like Kevin's also coming into the area to see if he has any luck finding those lionesses. It's possible that this time of the day now, everybody, as we approach sunset, that those lionesses will get up again, start moving, start hunting, and then Kevin might get lucky and find them coming out of the block somewhere close to where we had those last tracks. We wish him well. Hopefully he gets to find them. We're going to go see a leopard drinking at Lowveld Dam.
Yes, we are.
Yes, indeed. There we go. Leopard tracks on the road again. So that leopard must have circled around the lionesses and then came back to the road here, everybody, and she was heading straight down towards the waterhole. Fingers crossed. There's lioness tracks everywhere here. They were very busy hunting this area last night. See those lioness tracks here again now, everybody. I'm just looking to see if that leopard was still walking along the road here. Haven't seen her tracks for a little while now, but she does often go off the road here into this drainage line, which is now to our right. I've seen her do that on many occasions. Well, at least the tracks indicate that. But that drainage line feeds straight down into Lowveld of South Dam, which is where we're headed. Might be worth us just spending, 20 minutes or so sitting at this waterhole. You never know who might come and turn up for a drink. But we've still obviously got the lioness tracks on the road here, so this is where they came from. They were around that waterhole last night. And you never know, they may have even circled back since then. They might be at the water too. Especially if they had killed something. This is the closest water source, so they'd come here to drink to help with that digestion process. As I say that, I see a set of lioness tracks going straight in towards the dam here. Slowing right down now, everybody, as we get close to the water. The male lions also may have picked up on the scent of these lionesses. We know where they were found this morning, back to our left here on Leadwood. Maybe they followed the scent of those lionesses to the dam here. They could be around. Strong dancing impala trotting away from the waterhole. Very unlikely that there are any big cats sitting around the water's edge here. I think what I'll do, everybody, is I'm just going to park on the other side of the dam here, try get out of this strong wind, and we'll just sit here for a little while and see if anything turns up. Just now can hear Franklin's alarm calling behind the dam here. Still some ways off, but maybe, just maybe, it's a predator on its way to drink here. Alright everybody, I'm just going to sit tight here. Managed to get out of most of that strong wind, which will mean it'll be a bit easier for us to hear things as well. Betty, yes, the water has actually dropped quite a bit at this waterhole, so the water level is quite low. Certainly not deep enough for any hippos, that's for sure, but I'm sure it won't be long before it fills up again. Hopefully we've still got good rains to come. You can see Andrew's carefully scanning the tree line here for a leopard. This is the core of her territory. This is the central part of her territory. So often female leopards will make a waterhole, a permanent waterhole, the base of all operation. They only need one good water source, which attracts so much life, which of course gives her endless hunting opportunities, and these female leopards will fight to the death over water, especially in areas where water is scarce. It is a huge advantage to have a permanent water source in their territory. So I've seen female leopards fight to the death over water before in the Kruger National Park, and this young female leopard has made this her home. She expands her territory from this point, but doesn't really need to go very far. She's obviously got a small territory. Most female leopards in this area will have a territory of anywhere between sort of 3 to 8 square kilometers, but I would imagine hers is probably only about 3 or 4 square kilometers tops. Really small territory, an abundance of prey attracted to this waterhole, regular visits of male leopards coming through this area. She's got everything she needs here. that termite mound that Andrew's just gone past now. We've actually captured her on that mound before. We've had a sighting of her there. It wasn't me, I think it was Brent. Yeah, had a sighting of her come up from behind that termite mound to come have a drink. Imagine she just steps out of the tree line there and comes down to drink. Mind blown. I know she's somewhere here, somewhere close by. Her tracks led straight to this spot. Can see the wind blowing across the water. Very strong wind now. Probably why there isn't all that much that's come to drink here this evening. Not even a lot of birds here. 0 birds, in fact, that I've seen. There were a couple of Egyptian geese earlier, but they've left. Gorgeous sunset once again. Maybe she's not going to show herself tonight. Okay, everybody, I think I'm going to carry on. What I'd like to do is actually quickly try get up to the fence. The fence that separates us from the Raptors View estate, which is just very close by here. I want to quickly get up there. Yeah. And the reason I want to get up there is I think there's a good chance those male lions are going to be coming along that fence as we speak. Because from where they were this morning, they were very close to that fence, everyone. And might now make their journey back towards Ndlovu, where we think the other 3 lionesses are. Just quickly pop out onto the fence and have a look there. Copy that, Kevin. Are they still stationary?
Yeah, so it doesn't sound like they moved much from this morning, so I just saw Impala alarming to them and they must have smelt it.
Okay, copy. How close are they to the waterhole?
No, they're quite far up. They're more close to concert site than
Okay, copy that, thanks. Right, well there we go everybody. I've just got an update from Kevin now. He has managed to find the male lions again. He went back to the waterhole where they were this morning and he says they have moved, but unfortunately for us moved in the opposite direction. They've moved further north into Leadwood. So we are not going to go that direction. We'll just go back up in the general direction of where the leopard and lionesses tracks were, and you never know, something might pop out. Maybe we'll have a run in with a black rhino or an aardvark or a chameleon. Pangolin.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I'm feeling brave.
Yes, like it.
The chameleon would be cool.
Yeah, a chameleon would be very nice. Yeah, so yesterday morning, shortly after drive, Andrew and I had an awesome sighting of a black mamba, about 2 meter long black mamba that we watched climbing a tree, a magic guarri tree. Incredible. Fortunately, it was a little while after we'd ended the drive, but amazing to see nonetheless. And then, did you say it was this morning you saw the puff adder? Last night. Again, last night after drive, crossing the road, a baby puff adder, tiny little puff adder. Really cool. So I'd love for us to, show all of you some of the amazing reptiles that also occur here on the Rietspruit Game Reserve. just busy listening to Kevin on the radio now, and those male lions have got up, and it sounds like are coming back to the fence. So they are just now starting their night of patrolling. Probably going to go have a big chat with the two black-maned males from the Blue Canyon Conservancy next door to us. And we'll probably also try find the pride. See if they can find themselves a free meal. Just pulled the spotlight out here, everybody, to see if we don't get lucky with any of the reptiles. A lot of the snakes go up in the trees searching for food. A lot of them will also sleep up in the trees, take refuge, and of course then there are the chameleons. The flat-necked chameleons that we find here on the Rietspruit. All of which stand out really nicely in the light. A lot of the snakes have got white underbellies, which reflects immediately under the spotlight. And then the chameleons also give off like a whitish color when you glance over them with this light. No. I reckon there's a good chance that the lionesses we were tracking earlier this afternoon, everybody, are going to go past Boskamp. So might pick them up on the camera trap at the waterhole there at Boskamp tonight. Just judging by their general movements, it's the general direction they were headed. right, everybody. Sadly, that is all the time we have for you this afternoon, folks. It's been wonderful as always, and wonderful to have you all with us. Thank you for joining us, everyone. Hope we're going to see you all joining in on the show tonight. If you've got any questions for myself or for Grant, Beverly, please remember to send those in. Our pack members can send in those questions to us. We can share that with Grant this evening. But yeah, a beautiful afternoon out here, everybody. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you again very soon.